Hello students, in the last class I discussed about glycemic index, and today in this video I would talk about glucose homeostasis. Now, what is glucose homeostasis? It is also known as regulation of blood glucose. Now, we all know that blood glucose during fasting is 70 to 100 mg per deciliter, and after having the food for 2 hours it is 120 to 140 mg per deciliter, which is also known as postprandial glucose level. Blood glucose pool is maintained by two ways. One, how we get the blood glucose. Second one, how we utilize the blood glucose. We get the glucose by dietary carbohydrates, glycogenolysis in muscle, glycogenolysis in liver, gluconeogenesis, where amino acid, glycerol, propanoid, lactate serves as the source. Now if you see in the source of blood glucose, there you can see that the liver is the organ where the glucose is produced and stored. Why in liver the glucose is stored? It is the metabolically most active organ of our body. So the glucose concentration of the pool would be high in the liver and in muscle. Now we move on to utilization of glucose in the body. The glucose is utilized to generate energy by glycolysis and TCA cycle. Then it is used for synthesis of glycogen in liver and kidney. It is also used for synthesis of monosaccharides and amino sugars. Then HMB shunt is the pathway by which you get the pentose sugar and NADPH. Also, glucose helps in synthesis of fat. How we get glucose and how it is being utilized in the body, it all depends upon hormonal regulation. Now, hormonal regulation is divided into two parts: hypoglycemic effect and hyperglycemic effect. For hypoglycemic effect, where the glucose concentration get reduced, for this hormone insulin come into action. It increases glucose uptake, glycolysis, glycogenesis, HMP shunt, lipid synthesis, whereas it reduces gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis. Hyperglycemic effect. Hyper means increase. It is the increase of glucose in the blood. Now, the increase of glucose, it depends upon the hormones, glucagon, epinephrine, thyroxine, glucocorticoids, growth hormones, and ACTH. Glucagon, it increases the rate of gluconeogenesis and glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis is the breakdown of glycogen. Epinephrine, it solely increases the glycogenolysis. Thyroxine, it increases gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is the formation of glucose from non-carbohydrate source. Glucocorticoids, these are the adrenal hormones. It increases gluconeogenesis and utilization of glucose in extrahepatic tissue. Growth hormone and ACTH, it reduces the uptake of glucose and its utilization. In nutshell, glucose homeostasis is the hormonal regulation where insulin, glucagon, epinephrine, thyroxine, glucocorticoids, growth hormone and ACTH come into action. I hope you have understood this video. Thank you. Keep learning.